Hi, my name's Robin Baines, MBE. I received the award of Her Majesty the Queen in 2011 at Buckingham Palace for working in the community. I've done many things in the community, and before I talk about John Hulley, I'm chairman of an organisation called New Start. It's a non-for-profit organisation and it supports homeless people with little or no choice of accommodation. But I'm not here this evening to talk about New Start. I've also got a charity called Liverpool Heartbeat, it's a registered charity. But I'm not here to talk about the charity neither. I'm here to talk about John Hulley. And here he is here. And John Hulley was born in 1832. He's known as the forgotten man of British Olympic history. And what John Hulley done when he was alive, he organised 6 Olympic festivals. But unfortunately, he died at a very young age of 43. But he achieved an awful lot. One of the things he achieved, he started the Liverpool Athletic Association with another guy called Charles Melly. Charles Melly was a cotton merchantman, and the two of them set up the Liverpool Athletic Association, followed quickly by the first grand Liverpool Olympic Festival of 1862. There were 6 festivals, 4 of them in Liverpool and 2 of them in North Wales. Now John Hulley and Charles Melly, they had a consortium of 10 businessmen, and he built a gymnasium in Liverpool, and it opened on the 6th of November in 1865. And they had the inaugural meeting of the National Olympic Association, which was chaired by John Hulley. It was a 10-man committee. 2 other people on that committee were Dr. William Pennybrooks from Wenlock and a German guy called Ernst Georg Ravenstein. Businessman, worked in London, built one of the first gymnasiums in England, and he was head of the German Gymnastic Society. And like John Hulley, he was a gymnast. These 3 people are known as the 3 founding fathers of the modern day Olympics. I'd like to say a little bit more about John Hulley and why we're making this video. As I said before, I have a constitution from a charity, and the constitution is to help young people and support young people between the ages of 4 and 18 in a fun, interactive and educational way. Erecting a statue to John Hulley doesn't come into the constitution. So I've started a John Hulley programme for his legacy. Done many things. Over a few years since I first heard about John Hulley, which was in 2010, a lady called Rosemary Smith came up to Liverpool and told me about John Hulley, who'd organised these 4 Olympic festivals in Liverpool. Now in 2003, I got a phone call off an author called Ray Physick, who wrote a book called Played in Liverpool. And as the organiser of the Cross Mersey Swim, he wanted me to send a photograph and write a couple of paragraphs, which I did. When the book was complete, he sent me a copy. I open it, I look at what I wrote, look at my photograph, and I was amazed to read. First of all, I read about Captain Webb, first man to swim the English Channel, lived on Merseyside. He started the Cross Mersey Swim as an annual event the year after he successfully swam the English Channel, and that was 1876, and it went on for 62 years. Then I went on to read. I didn't read John Hulley, but I went on to read that the first registered Cross Mersey Swim was in the Grand Liverpool Olympic Festival of 1863. What's all that about? Asked all my friends, drew a complete blank. Until 2010. When my brother, who was working in the education down in Shropshire, had been sought by this lady called Rosemary Smith because she wanted a Liverpool contact and she knew that my brother was from Liverpool. And my brother said, you should see our Rob. Rosemary came up and she told me the full tale about John Hulley. And it wasn't long after that that I found out that his grave was rediscovered in a cemetery in Liverpool. This was in 2008. And it was discovered by a man called Ray Hulley. No relation, but he's a family historian who lives in Hemel Hempstead. And Ray got a grant off the British Olympic Association and the local council to give John Hulley a new grave. It's 150 years. It was quite worn and torn and battered, and it'd been destroyed by vandals and the weather, obviously. So they held the Olympic flag at John Hulley's grave. I was amazed. The word wasn't still out. Nobody knew about him. Nobody did anything. So the first thing we done was change the Cross Mersey swim to the John Hulley Cross Mersey swim. I was also heavily involved in the Sefton Triathlon. That became the John Hulley Sefton Triathlon. Then the Olympic year of 2012, I managed to raise quite a bit of money. I've done 17 events. I reached 10,000 young people. And out of them 17 events, 6 of them have now become legacy events to John Hulley, attracting thousands of people on Merseyside. We've just had one. We've just had the John Hulley Crosby Junior Aquathon. 70 youngsters braving the cold water on Saturday morning. Some of them as young as 7, swimming 100 metres and then getting out and doing a run. They're called TriStar 1, TriStar 2, TriStar 3. Anybody who knows anything about triathlons will know what it is. And they range between 7 and 16. But this year we had the John Hulley Sefton Triathlon. 500 youngsters took part. We've got 100 swimmers this year taking part in the Cross Mersey swim. We've just had the John Hulley Family Fun Day at Aintree Racecourse. Obviously, a lot of people, a lot of help, a lot of volunteers, especially a man called Liam Hanlon from the Try for Life organisation. At present, Liam is in the Virgin Islands doing a community event, because we all know that the Virgin Islands got smashed with 2 hurricanes and they think they're forgotten about. But we've sent, not Liverpool Heartbeat, but the police from Liverpool have sent a container full of bikes out. We've sent a sight box to the blind school out there. And Liam is meeting the Premier, the Lions and the Rotary Foundations. And obviously letting people know over there that they haven't been forgot about. And Liam is a very good friend of mine, and we've worked together in different ways since 2003. Doing the European Try for Life Challenge, doing the 4 Peak Challenge, doing the USA Challenge, when the Try for Life team cycled across America from Washington to LA. And now they're out in the British Virgin Islands. But I'd just like to show you the comic. This is the John Hulley comic. My charity has produced this, and the 2 people that wrote it, Tim Quinn and Russ Leach, both worked for Marvel Comics for over 20 years. So they're a Marvel comic fame. And that's why it looks like a Marvel comic. I won't go through it, but it tells the story of John Hulley, of what he achieved. It also tells kids about doing exercise, eating the right food. There's a quiz at the back of it. It's getting the kids to get active. Now we've just gone into 2 schools, and shortly I'll just read you one of the reports from the school. This first report is from Pinehurst Avenue Primary School, and it's from Chris Farrell, Senior Leadership Team Year 6, Teacher and PE School Activities Subject Leader. To whom it may concern, Receiving some 200 John Hulley, the first superhero comics, has been an extremely enjoyable and beneficial learning experience for our 9 to 11-year-olds at Pioneers Primary. To have found out about a true historical legend whose origins are in Liverpool and whose life is an inspirational story has been very memorable. The series of lessons that we've delivered in class are something which we intend to continue and develop further in the coming years at school. Promoting engagement in and enjoyment of regular exercise for both girls and boys is an opportunity we always welcome. Our main characters, fearlessness and determination to succeed, are stringent traits we value in our PSHE, Personal and Social Health Education. The concluding message of realising the importance of healthy minds and bodies are central to our needs to tackle obesity and advocate healthy lifestyles for our children's future years. Many thanks, Robin, for providing pupils with all of the comics. It's furthered their knowledge of the comic strip gene, local history and need for role models, young and old, from who we can learn so much. Yours faithfully, Chris Farrell. That's from Pioneers, which is in Anfield, inner city. This is Hatton Hill Primary School in the deprived area of Liverpool. Dear Mr. Baines, I want to say a big thank you to Liverpool Heartbeat and you personally for providing the children with 3 wonderful experiences. The John Hulley comic you provided has been a big hit with the children and formed the basis of our book week. Children in year 1 to 6 all studied the comic in depth, developing their comprehension skills. They then produced work which deepened their understanding of the key messages of determination, resilience and good health. I have enclosed some examples of the children's work. In year 5 and 6, this learning was further enhanced by a fantastic visit from Tim Quinn. Tim is one of the guys from Marvel Comics. Feedback from pupils and staff was excellent. Tim was an inspiration to the children as he encouraged them to think about their futures and had the ability to convince them that following their dreams was the right thing to do. For some of our children, their future and what they want to achieve is not even a consideration. The fact that Tim is such a successful Scouser, that means he comes from Liverpool, also helped inspire them. So they're the 2 feedbacks we've had. We've only been in 2 schools, but we intend to put it right across the schools on Merseyside. But just coming back to the statue, I can't do the statue through my charity. It doesn't come into its constitution. So I'm developing a John Hulley Foundation, and that's where I need your help, if possible. If this is something that is not possible to fund or help me, maybe you can tell me the right direction to go in, where I could possibly get crowdfunding or funding of another sort. But John Hulley is all about healthy lifestyles. It's getting kids from behind the games, getting them off the computer, getting them from playing games on the television, getting them to communicate, getting them to exercise, getting them to eat the right food. You know, I seen a debate on the television the other day, and there was 3 different topics of why kids have got obesity. And one of them was saying, well, it's the poorer families can't eat the right food. Well, I disagree with that, because I was born in 1945. We had no food in our house, straight after the war. You know, your mum made whatever's ever going on scraps, but we were out playing from noon till night, or from morning till night, and didn't do us any harm, and we kept fit. And that's why we've got to get children active, get them out, get the boys clubs and girls clubs going again, make it interesting for the youngsters, give them some hope. So thank you very much for listening. Robin Baines.